And so you will not believe what is actually real when a video comes out that is truly authentic. There's enough doubt in people's mind to just, wave it away as a deep fake. And that is a very dangerous precedent to set because it disrupts reality. It disrupts faith in realism and truth. We are quickly approaching a post-truth society where we cannot trust anything that we see or hear. And that is something that people are not prepared for. Now, we can also see that very quickly, first it started with face deepfakes, but very soon after that, we got into the realm of voice deepfakes. And the combination of face and voice deepfakes is just on the rise right now. And this is where the major threat is coming from. In fact, just last year, hackers were able to clone the president of a bank's voice in real time, contact the CFO of that bank, and steal over $35 million from that institution. They also deepfaked the CFO of Binance US, and they were able to list a coin on that exchange, which was, of course, a pump-and-dump scheme. And before they were able to determine that that coin was false and that it was not a proper listing, they'd scammed millions of dollars out of Binance's customers. And this is an example of how it can be done right now to you with just a few seconds of your audio.
Or like Rick Sanchez.
Today I want to talk to you about a really cool tool that can change your voice into pretty much any celebrity. And if you head over to their site and check it out, you can see that it actually works on Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android. There's just tons and tons of celebrities. Biden, Sarah Palin, George W. Bush,
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Homer Simpson, Mr. Beast, Billie Eilish,
Morgan Freeman.
You could kind of get an idea of what's available here. Record mode lets you record about 15-second clips. Not too bad, actually. Definitely something fun to play with. It's got integrations with, things like Discord and World of Warcraft and Fortnite and Among Us and Minecraft, CSGO. Obviously, it works with Zoom and Google Meet and things like that. Totally free to download.
It's pretty dang cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun, right? It's free to download. Except it is the largest threat to national security the world has ever seen. This is what's happening right now. This can happen, as he said, on FaceTime, Discord, Zoom, Skype. People can call your grandparents, your mother, your child, and pretend to be you. Now, that is something that the world is not prepared for. Here's an example of a very famous person, as we all know.
I just dropped like 150 milligram edible, and I'm feeling fucking zooted. Honestly, I'm feeling on the neck on the top floor right now. I'm about to design like 30 new fucking space cars and get us to Mars.
And so the creator of this deepfake was actually kind enough to make sure it's very clear that this was a deepfake when they posted it online. But again, this takes 5 seconds of someone's audio, one picture of their face. If this went viral on Twitter, it could crash Tesla's stock price. It could also increase it. I have no fucking clue what that company's doing. But if a similar deepfake happened with the president of Bank of America, for example, people could use that to commit financial forgery, right? They could launch this deepfake online, short the stock, and make hundreds of millions of dollars while the rest of us lose our 401ks. And social media institutions, government institutions, banking institutions do not currently have the technology to prevent this from happening. Because again, you cannot detect deepfakes unless you are first very, very good at creating them. Remember, synthetic media has great potential here. We've shown examples of how it can be used ethically, of how it can connect people across the world, in Russia and China and Ukraine and South America and Europe. We can get on Zoom calls and all speak the same language. We can all watch the same movies, right? That presents an opportunity for us as human beings to come together. It can democratize content creation, but it can also be used to augment videos in ways that are highly unethical and highly dangerous. This technology, like any other, is not good or bad by itself. It is how we as people use it, and how we as people respond to it, that will inform the future of AI. And that is why Deep Media has worked so hard to build cutting-edge deepfake detection solutions. This is a product right now currently being piloted by various organizations, news institutions, people in the Department of Defense, that can, with 96% accuracy, the highest in the world, across all deepfake face and voice types, determine what is real and what is fake. This works on any age, race, gender, any nationality. It can determine not only if it's fake, but why we think it's fake. What parts of the face, what parts of the voice have provided evidence that this is not real. We can determine the generator that was used, and potentially even looking at the metadata, the country that this deepfake came from. Emma, if you want to give a little bit more information about.
Sure, absolutely. So our deepfake detection platform has several layers to it that help us determine what element is being faked, if any. So first of all, there's voice analysis. This is where we get into accents, inconsistent tones, that type of thing that would tell us if the voice is correct. And then we can also kind of attribute the threat and probability of manipulation. Rather than giving you a yes or a no, a binary answer, we give you a probability. So given that there are so many different styles of deepfakes, a probability gives you the information that you need to know to actually determine whether to believe something. Finally, we're actually able to determine where in the video it's being deepfaked. So oftentimes you'll see a deepfake just appear in part of a video, or in a video where there are multiple people, we can identify who in the video is actually being deepfaked. So if there's only one small portion, you can know where the misinformation lies, giving you the power to make good decisions.
And it's important to note here that this is not as simple as just creating a million deepfakes and throwing them into a machine learning algorithm and asking it to give you an answer. This required a deep understanding of linguistics, a deep understanding of reality itself to be able to determine and help the algorithm look out for specific techniques and specific fluctuations in a person's voice that determine what's real and fake. Emma here actually speaks English, Serbian, Croatian, Russian, Ukrainian, Mandarin, and Spanish. And so essentially what we did was show her, yeah, I mean, it's quite impressive. I speak English and Python, essentially. We showed her tens of thousands of deepfake audios, tens of thousands of deepfake videos, and we asked her to pick out what makes you think this is real. And she knew what was real and what was fake, but what parts of the audio, what parts of the video actually help a human being who speaks all these languages fluently determine what's real and what's fake. And we took her brain and her intelligence and integrated it into a brand new type of machine learning algorithm. And that is the genesis of Deep ID.